everyone, and welcome back to Learn With Us. If you're new here, my name is Cassie Essery, and I make a bunch of videos just about teaching and what it's like to be in a classroom. So if you're interested, then subscribe down below or just keep on watching and try it out. Today we are talking all about parties. Birthday parties, celebrations, all sorts of that stuff. If you're a teacher, you either really look forward to them or you dread them for multiple reasons. And I'm going to give you some of the tips that at least I use and they help me, so I thought might as well try it. Everything that I'm talking about today, I have learned from other teachers and from their experience. And so these have been tested and tried and they work. So if you're needing something to just change up your party game or maybe help you enjoy them more, then keep watching. Okay, so the first thing about birthday parties, or birthday celebrations as we like to call them, is do them once a month. Now I know it is important to make those kids feel special on their birthdays. It's really fun, but the constant interruptions are just way too much. It takes at least a half an hour per birthday party, and when you times that by how many kids you have in your class, that is a lot of lost instructional time, as well as just interruptions that you have to plan for, and it's not super fun. Also, what happens when those kids come to school and they don't have anything for their birthday? But you're just not gonna celebrate it? No. Enter in birthday celebrations. So you celebrate once per month for all of the birthdays in that month, and each kid can bring something to contribute. This is amazing because that way you don't end up with 4 sets of cupcakes. So make sure that your parents know at the beginning of the school year that you only celebrate their birthdays on this certain day of the month or the last Friday of every month or whatever. Celebrate those birthdays once a month and you will be letting them know what sort of things they can bring. So often I'll just send out a little email or SignUpGenius for the parents, depending on how many kids there are, of what they want to bring, and they can reply back saying, hey, I'd like to bring the treat, I'd like to bring drinks, I'd like to bring plate. This is also wonderful because then you, my dear teacher, are not responsible for this. They do the planning and they bring everything in, and that's it. You just get to have a party. Giving them options of what they can bring is really important. So if you say one person can bring a treat and one person can bring a drink, that's it. So the first person who chooses, I'm gonna bring the treat, they're bringing it. If another parent replies back and says, well, my kid really wanted to bring cupcakes, and you say, well, that's okay, we're gonna have a treat, but you can bring juice instead. That way you don't end up with like a ton of sugar and crazy blah in there. And remember those kids that I talked about before? The ones whose parents can't bring in anything? This way they still feel celebrated because there are other kids whose birthdays you're celebrating and are bringing in things, but they don't really know, or at least it's not as obvious that they didn't bring something for the celebration, and so they still feel included and special, but it's just a little different. So what do you do on their real birthdays? Well, that's kind of up to you. Some teachers like to give them a birthday pencil or one of those cute crowns. I love those. What I have done in the past is use those really fun musical instruments to sing happy birthday. It's the only time that we bring these musical instruments out because they are crazy, loud, and just blah, overwhelming, but each kid gets to hold one, and when we sing happy birthday for like the cha-cha-cha, they with all of those things, and it's just really fun and special, but still doesn't take nearly as much time as a birthday party. You know what I mean? Okay, the second half, the rest of the parties. What do you do about those? Just feels like we have so many parties all the time, and I mean, it's fun. But there are a lot of people who enjoy doing that when they don't have to plan for a million other things all throughout the day. And so I really love to give those responsibilities to the parents or anybody who's willing to jump in. Enter in our best friend SignUpGenius. If you haven't seen my video on parent-teacher conferences, I have a tutorial of how to use SignUpGenius at the minute mark 133. I'll link it down below so you can check it out, and it shows how to make all sorts of slots for different things that you want them to bring. You can put specifically what you need for the party. So if you need some cans of frosting, you can put how many you need. You can put as many details as you want. And then all you have to do is send that link to the parents and they can sign up for whatever they need. And then that way they can also see who has signed up for what and what need you still have. So it's not like the day of the party and someone says, hey, what do you need? Like, do you need anything else? Or how can I help? They can check for themselves on the website and see, oh yeah, she still needs 2 volunteers. Oh, forks, I can pick those up on the way to school. Perfect. It takes a ton of responsibility off of you and gives it to them as an option. I often put on there not only supplies like food and plates and napkins and all of that, but I also put on there games and activities, as in somebody to bring a game or plan an activity and to lead it. Or if they want to do both, they can do that too. But this is awesome because then you don't have to plan an activity either. You can just put it on there and people love to do that. I mean, we all know that Pinterest is pretty awesome and there are a ton of crafts on there that I personally want to do but just don't have an outlet for that. And I bet you there are some parents in your room that would also feel the same way and really want to do an activity with your class. So that could be something really fun for them and a break for you. So yeah, like I said at the beginning, all of these ideas are from other teachers. Teachers are geniuses. I know that some people think that all we do is play around with crayons and color all day, but teachers are pretty stinking crafty. They make our lives so much easier, and so I just had to share this with you, and hopefully these things will make your life easier too, as they have helped me significantly. So that's it. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any tips about party planning or how to manage the chaos of all of that, please let me know, because I do not have this totally figured out, and I would love some more ideas. Not just to share with the world, although that is very nice. If you have things that you think people should know about, then just comment down below, because I'm always looking for new ideas, but help a teacher out. Remember, I'm a teacher too, and I love these tricks. So please comment below and let me know how you handle parties. So thanks again for watching, and I'll see you next Tuesday. Bye.